All right, good morning, cyber traders. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's excited. Trading Tuesdays, that's what today is. So a lot of good stuff going on. We're going to check out some of the stocks. I know we had a couple of big movers right here. LINK, BPTS, all these other ones. We'll check them out a little bit. Good to see you, Manuel. Good to see you, Phil. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you, Michael. Everybody on social media, good to welcome back. So anyway, a couple of stocks we're going to check out. First of all, I want to talk about what happened yesterday because there were a lot of really good stocks that did make some moves yesterday. I want to start off with the leading stocks that worked up with Sophie. Let me just bring some of these stocks up here really quick and show what we got going on. So anyway, I don't know if you guys watched yesterday. I talked about some of the social media, some of the stocks that we found. And I did a couple of posts on Instagram. Definitely make sure you subscribe to it because like sometimes, we do these meetings early in the morning and then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes before the meeting, I missed a couple of stocks and all of a sudden they pop. This was one of them right here, Sophie. So you could see Sophie just made a big pop here early in the morning. What a nice mover. $9 stock, went all the way up to about $9.70. Very inexpensive stock. Very nice big move. Like I said, it got beautiful Fausto flag right here. I mean, just highs, everything that you're looking for. A couple other stocks, AI stocks moved also. Big move on those, a little bit more on the brand name, but those moved up pretty nicely. PLTR, is going back on this watch list. This thing has been just an animal. It's been such a really good swing trade too. PLTR, it can get a little nasty sometimes, but here's a stock like Carvana. We, very kind of similar swing trade type of move. Meaning Carvana had a big pop and came down yesterday, but really nice move. By the way, getting back to Carvana, if you could see right here on the long-term chart, just be very careful of this chart right here because you could see it's starting to make a little bit of. Looks like I'm making a Fausto flag if you notice that. I don't know if anybody's doing a swing trade, but just be careful of that Carvana trade also. A couple other ones that moved pretty well. SUNW, put this back on the watch list. You can see had a really good move in the intraday, and it's starting to pick up right now. It's up about 12%, 2 million shares. Let me look over here on level 4. Over here, I don't have it up there, but SUNW, another one we're going to keep an eye on. Very nice moving stock. What else do we have? Was it Run also? Run had a nice little move, 19 to 23. These are all things that we traded yesterday. By the way, these stocks are getting crushed. Okay, Disney, Verizon, okay, AT&T. Look at AT&T getting hammered. What's Verizon? V? No, that was Visa. What's Verizon? Was it V? What's symbol Verizon? Anybody remember? Was it V? What was it? Forgot the VZ. Yeah, Verizon. Verizon's got hammered. Okay, Josh was asking me. Someone else was asking. I get asking him if you think those are going to be takeovers like AT&T or Verizon. I'm like, well, who's going to take over AT&T? First of all, who has an account with AT&T other than only one person I know, and it's Josh. That's what I guess who's asking me in the cyber group. So listen, these stocks obviously having real big issues with TV. They got the cell phone business. They're going up, and then whatever their issues are, they're having some big problems. I was a big fan of Verizon. I still have my TV. People are like, why do you have a TV? With Verizon. It's a long story, but I know a lot of people don't need it anymore. There's streaming stuff right now, and you could buy things cheaper. Now we have all these smart TVs and so on. But they are getting crushed. Okay, but the big thing that I think that you got to keep an eye on is Disney. Now, listen, Disney is coming up to a very big, major support. Let me go back here on a long-term chart. So, I mean, Disney has not been around since these lows right around here, around 78. This was pre-pandemic. You could see it, the stock has not been here for, I'm going all the way back to 2015. And this stock did really well due to COVID, but it has not gone very well. I've been reading articles on it. Somebody said it could be possible hostile takeover. I mean, it's a big piece of property right there. Disney got themselves in a little bit of a pickle. Like I heard people complaining that go to Disney, forget about the whole woke thing, but Just the whole Disney thing. You go there, it's not even fun anymore. It's really not. It's like work. You know what I mean? You go there, you got to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. You got to get on your phone. You got to book your appointment. You know, it's like you got to wait online. If you don't do it, all the restaurants are booked. And their whole argument is keep raising the price. $250 to come back and not wish. I got to tell you a funny story, okay? Before we go through the watch list. This is a great story. So my nephew never went to Disney, okay? Never went to Disney. And did anybody here ever go to Disney? I think it's like one of the things on a bucket list, right? Never went to Disney, right? Went to Disney with his kids. He lasted one day. One day, his wife booked a trip for 7 days. The second day, he left the place. He's like, I'm done. He even tried to book himself a ticket to come back early. He didn't care about the money. He just wanted to get thrown out of there. He didn't care about it. He's just like, he's just sick of it, waiting online 2.5 hours. He says the only good thing about the whole thing was the Star Wars. That was it. And a poor guy, he actually booked a trip back, and he ended up reverse. Instead of going from Orlando to New York, he went from New York to Orlando, and he got stuck there for another 3 days. So it's just like, it was a horrible story. His kids they hated it too. They really did not like it. Waiting online 2.5. I mean, what fun is that for a 2.5 minute ride? So there's a lot of things Disney's having problems with, and they're talking about could be a hostile takeover. I mean, listen, they got a lot of money and assets. I think you could fix it. I mean, they have a brand. So anyway, that's the Disney story. Let's talk about what's going on today, right? So anyway, we all know about the coin starting to back off, like all those ETFs. I mean, all those Bitcoin and stuff like that, and Mara and Riot. They had really, really big runs. They're starting to back off right now. You could see, all the blockchains and stuff like that. So be very careful on the day trade on them right now. They were good for the past week, 2 weeks, but they're starting to back off right now. So anyway, what's going on for today is this. So we got a couple of stocks that are moving. So if you log in here early in the morning, you probably saw some of these stocks. You got LINK. I'm bringing up level 4 here. Had a really nice pop just around 845. Went from like 1370 to $20. The only issue with this stock is that it's going to probably be in a category 4. Now, all of you should remember this, that when we trade, half the people fail by trading stocks that are not tradable. So just please make sure you go through phase 1 of our classes. Make sure you review it and go over that. Now, yesterday, I don't know if some of you watched it. You can actually go on Bookmap's YouTube channel. It was recorded. I did a presentation for them yesterday. And one of the questions were like people asking me, like, what's the first thing you look at when you look at orders? And I say, no, that's not the first thing we look at. That's the last thing we look at. The first thing that we got to look at is, can we even get out of the position? Because we're going to be wrong on certain stocks. You know what I mean? That's the issue. So you want to make sure that you got all that taken care of. So spread is everything. The first T is everything. So remember, if you're not an advanced trader, you might want to consider staying away from that one. You have this stock, BPTS, nice little push, cheap stock. This is a spread that you're looking for, a nice penny spread, nice little tight spread. This one's a little bit better, BPTS. I'll put this back. I'll put this on a watch list. There were a couple orders out here that did get filled. And see a couple iceberg orders here, right around $3. Hovering right around the 380-ish also. So we got good support levels on that one. MICS. All right, this one right here, a lot of orders showed up. 8 million shares traded on this stock. This is a beauty. This is what we're looking for. Very tradable, good spread, very inexpensive. Was a $10 stock, took a nice hit right here. I got some big orders showing up here around $2 and another 20,000 at 248. Pretty much what we're looking for. That one's on the watch list. KPTI, 20, good volume, up 20%. Got to throw on the list. This one we got to keep an eye on. SUNW, that's the one from yesterday. That's already in the watch list. GNPX, dollar stock. All right, we're pretty much done there. Losers. Okay, we got a nice little catastrophe right here. Stock's coming down pretty hard. MASA. LIXT, no good travels there. New York Stock Exchange. Okay, we're getting a good push on this stock here. TDOC. Really nice push right here on T-Doc. Spread's kind of ugly. Tier size a little small right here. Gotta look at some orders over here, see what we got. Oh, look at this. This is nice. Seller just got done at 27. Let me bring that on the big screen so everybody can see that. See it right there? Big order right there. He just got filled. And that's what we're looking for. All right. Order got filled here. Order got filled there. That's what we're looking at. Nice stock right there. TDOC. All right. TDS. No. Schwab is moving. Interesting. Schwab obviously took a very big hit from 80 down to 50, but starting to come up pretty big today. Well, I don't know if you know, Morgan Stanley did have earnings this morning. So a lot of the banks, it probably came out with earnings. MS had, Morgan Stanley had earnings. It was gapped up. I guess it came out earnings. It came flat, came right back down. So a lot of bank stocks are coming out earnings. Boyle going up. No, not interested in that. But let me tell you that TDCO, that one's going up pretty strong. I'm seeing orders. Is there anyone else out there? Not till 28. See right here? Up until 28, right there. All right. We'll see how that works out. All right, so we got a pretty decent list. We got what? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks. Everybody see that? We got a pretty decent list right there, 7 stocks. All right, now before we go, a couple of things I want to remind a couple of people. I know some of you here, students, are registered for the pre-market coaching class with Josh. He's going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning. The first session is going to start at tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I think there's 1 or 2 seats left. You know, it's a very small group. If you're interested, call our office and they'll get you in that class. So please check into that. Remember, I know a lot of you here want to learn how to trade that pre-market, and also, you know, you want to do that one-on-one coaching right there, that little small group with all of you. So go out there and check out with them. PNM was a big one yesterday, down today. Let me just bring up that for Michael. PNM. PMN. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's big runner up. That was stock that got halted and came back down. Just don't even worry about Michael. That's old news. All right. So let's get ready for the market open up, everybody. Listen, we're going to be live tomorrow. If you're watching, please click on the QR code up on top and we'll get you registered for the we got a crash course. We got a trial that's coming up. Oops, not that one. That's the one. We got a free workshop. Just click on that QR code on the top left-hand corner. You could basically even, you know, take your phone and scan it. And 12 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have an open house. And if you want to get into that class tomorrow, we'll go with Josh, the pre-market workshop. Just please go out, call the education advisor. We'll post these on our watch list. We'll post them on Twitter. And like I said, don't forget to keep watching us on YouTube and on Instagram, all right, for all our updates. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you when the market opens up at 9:30.